am here in the middle of Beverly Hills with, how can I describe her? Probably she was model, she was singer, she's wonderful. I hope you don't get too much excited after this interview because you're going to propose me in marriage and I am already attached. So, Cheryl.
Disappointing. I'll try and do my best. I'll contain myself.
Okay, I try to not be very, I'm going to try to behave, okay?
Okay, you try, and I can't make promises, but...
Yeah, it's daylight. The nighttime is,
But from here I can see your fangs, so...
yeah.
It's tough. Okay, let's get back to me.
Yeah, let's try to talk about you. This is a place full of beautiful things. Besides you, obviously, that you are most beautiful of all of it, and a lot of rock star posters. Tell me about what's going on with you right now.
Well, they're not actually posters. These are my clients and friends. And in all the photos, they're wearing my jewelry and pieces that I've created for them, or pieces they've just discovered in the counters here and couldn't resist. That's kind of what I do. It's all an extension of my lifestyle. I love rock and roll music. I tend to have a lot of friends that are masterful musicians and play some pretty cool hard rock because that's my heart, that's what I like. So my designs tend to reflect that. So anybody that loves rock and roll, plays rock and roll, wanders in here because it looks familiar, and they find little treasures that they just have to have and hopefully love for a long time, and they inspire me to make more designs all the time. Well, that's how it works. You know, I had some ideas for things. I didn't even intend to design. I was singing rock and roll, I was modeling, acting in New York. I moved out here to do some more acting, and I had a couple of babies and a little bit of time on my hands. I was modeling for some other jewelry companies. They asked me to wear their jewelry, offered me pieces, and I didn't really see anything that I liked enough to wear it a lot. It's expensive, so I don't want to take something I'm not going to wear. So I look at what was offered, and I thought there is a lot that people have forgotten to make. There was a void in the market. So I asked somebody if I design the pieces that I would like to have and can't purchase already, would you make them for me? I started designing pieces, and a lot of my musician, actor, model friends all asked me, can you make me the same piece? So when Madonna wore this ring, and Billy Idol
that
had
one
some
exactly,
of my pieces, exactly this ring in gold. Yeah, this was mine.
Okay.
She had it in yellow gold. Billy Idol had some pieces, Brian Setzer from the Stray Cats. People responded to that. And I never really understood the value of celebrities wearing your stuff. It was my friends, you know. But celebrities wear your pieces and suddenly it's famous, you know, which is crazy to me. It's not what they do, you know. But in LA, I think anybody that makes anything has a few celebrities that they've seen wearing their pieces that they can claim somebody wears their T-shirt, their shoes. Mm-hmm. But my world is really a lot of people that are very recognizable and unique, where I'm a fan. I'm such a fan of music. I'm a rock snob, so I don't pretend to like things I don't. So.
What about groupie?
Well, I have groupies.
Okay.
But if you're looking for some,
can I be your groupie?
Find you some. Oh, that's an idea. Get the book.
Make a line.
Yeah, I love groupies. Groupies are inspiring too. But no, a lot of my friends that I just adore what they do, so I am such a fan. I go to the concerts, I'm in the audience, I'm in the mosh pit. I like to be in the audience and feel the vibe. I'm not so happy on the side of the stage watching, you know.
So you have the spirit.
Yeah, and so do you. So you understand. So I like to make things that my friends and my clients will really love, like I love their music, you know, or love a great movie. I'm a movie fan too. So I make things with a lot of people in mind: American artists, Australian artists, British artists, Japanese artists. I have favorites everywhere.
You are very famous in Japan. I saw you in articles and things. Tell me about it.
Japan found me very early on. They embraced me very quickly, almost to the point that I'm like a homegrown product there. My biggest success started in Japan, and they've always been very loyal. Japanese are a unique consumer that they look for a lot of spiritual resonance with the pieces that they choose. They want to know the story, the emotion behind every piece, which is kind of the way I design it, you know, with the love of the music coming from it and all the aesthetic. Is something that you keep with you for a long time. If you have a favorite piece of jewelry, you tend to wear it often, so a lot of your memories are invested in your favorite jewelry. Yeah. It's not like clothes.
It's an investment. You say
it really is. So I call it intimate apparel, because a lot of your favorite memories are tied into the jewelry that you wear. People feel like something is a lucky ring, you know, something favorite, that good things happen when you wear that. So I like to be a part of that. And at first I thought, it's just jewelry. It's adornment. It's all good, but customers taught me it's really more than that. I used to feel like I'm just making jewelry. You know, I'm not curing cancer or a disease, but then people tell me how it strengthens them and makes them feel. And all I wanted to do, this whole royal theme on, was to make people feel special, make everybody feel that they have privilege in their life, and to celebrate their uniqueness and their own strength and live your fantasy. And that's, to me, what rock and roll is. Go for the fantasy. Live it every day.
Awesome. Tell me about, we were talking before, you know, the camera here, and you mentioned that you sing in the past, you had your band. Tell me about it.
I did. That was my teenage rebellion in my 20s, I think. I love music so much. My brother...
Last decade. Well, 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, that's right. Not even that long. Please, there's a history. People can Google me. They know those photos with Rob Halford were in 1980. You know.
With Rob Halford?
Yeah, that's how I met Sebastian. I was at the Rainbow, and Sebastian, I got introduced to Sebastian, and he says, "Wait a minute, you're that chick from those photos I used to love with Rob Halford." Yeah, that was some of my favorite times, you know. When Judas Priest was first coming to America, I did a lot of photos for Cream and Kerrang, and a lot of stuff with Priest for video and photo shoots. And
you get involved with any of the members at that time?
All of them. I love them all.
Okay, nice.
We'll scoot right over that. So they took a lot
Don't blush, okay?
Okay. They took a lot of photos of me with Rob that became iconic images over time. They're in a lot of books. There's a new book, Louder Than Hell, that just came out. So they interviewed me about those shoots with Rob and used the photos. And that's what Sebastian recognized me from. So we bonded over our love of Judas Priest, because he, you know, obviously has great regard for Rob as a singer. And the other day we went to the Golden Gods Awards together.
Yeah.
And Rob was there. Rob sang with Metallica. So as he came off the stage, we went, "Hi," you know, and I hadn't seen Rob in nearly 30 years since I saw him. So we had just a few seconds as he came off the stage.
It was a mistake. 3 years.
Yeah, that's
3
right.
years.
That's right. Did I say 30?
Yeah. You're nervous because I am here.
It's the accent.
Yeah.
So so Sebastian managed to take a photo, and we got such a lovely photo. So he was sweet. He made a collage and posted it on Facebook.
So you have a lot of history.
Yeah, we have plenty
Stories.
of history. Sure. That's another book.
Yeah. And the name of your band was?
Sometimes we were Sacred Angels. We had various incarnations and different lineups, but it always came down to Rixon. my
Rixon.
name. Yeah, everybody would just say, "You playing with Rixon?"
You ever recorded something?
We made demos, we made things, but basically we were just having fun. It was my modeling rebellion. I'd been working since I was 15, modeling, acting, always busy, and music was my first love. So it just happened to be something I did for playtime. We played rock star for a few years, and we did some pretty cool gigs in New York with Tracy Gunn, Stephen Darrow, different members of LA Guns, Guns N' Roses, Kingdom Come. Everybody was in the band at one time or another. So my favorite band got deported. My British guitar players got deported right before a big gig at the Limelight in New York.
Who?
Pete Wasserf and Paul Wasserf were my guitar players. Phenomenal. And they got sent back to England a couple of weeks before I had a big gig coming up. So Steve Darrow, who was originally in Guns N' Roses as the bassist, said to me, "I'll bring a band." So whoever could get off the floor at their apartment on Sunset that weekend came to New York and played for me.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty cool.
I would love to be in that time, you know.
We had Paul Stanley in the audience. We had New York Hells Angels before they all went to prison. We had the firemen, the policemen. We had everybody there. Yeah.
What about your model time? Did you ever model in Playboy or something like that?
I was Penthouse Pet of the Year in 1980.
I gotta find that magazine.
And I headed up Girls of Rock and Roll for Playboy. In 1986, we did Playboy Girls of Rock and Roll. Motley Crue put it as the destination on their bus for Home Sweet Home, I think, that video.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, you know. It's just friends having fun. So along the way, you do enough fun stuff, you create a history of video, photographs, and you have a catalog.
What is your next dream? You met all famous people. You probably had everything that many people wanted. Okay, what is left? What is next?
More of the same. Just got to live. You got to keep it going. You know, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. You know, we just keep going, doing what we do, and that's the whole point, I think. We have to be creative to afford a lifestyle that we can live true to ourselves. And no matter what the lifestyle, you have to be who you are and try and express that kind of joy and that freedom to live the way you want to live every day. Every day is a celebration.
Yeah.
Every meal is a feast, you know. Decorate that table.
I want to get decorated by you, okay?
Okay. You're pretty decorated.
Well,
You're very sassy.
You can always
got
improve.
it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is anything else you want to say to your fans and future admirers and?
Well, I'd like you to discover us. Come and join the party. Be part of the royal court. We're here to help you feel your best and pursue your dreams. Start living them now.
Yeah.
Royal order.
Like me here, next
That's
to
right.
here, okay?
And I've seen him before. I remember you. You were backstage with us at the Roxy, I remember, in a hot little dressing room with Sebastian.
Be careful what you say.
And the
because-
cameras. And Minnie and me.
Yeah,
It
she
fun,
was
I did.
there, and
I recognized him. I remember.
Yeah.
Your hair was a little bit longer,
yeah.
and or a lot longer, and
lot
you
longer.
you had to handle a tired Sebastian who'd had about enough by then.
He was crazy.
That's a handful.
Yeah. He's always crazy, but I love him.
I know. Well,
I love him.
everybody accepts. You know, he's the eternal rock star. Just the quintessential little rock god, big rock god.
Yeah.
And but that's just it. He's always who he is. He doesn't have to turn it on because Sebastian,
Yeah.
and Lucas is Lucas, and Cheryl, and we're all good vampires.
Yeah. Be careful, eh? When the sounds come down, okay, all vampires start to.
24/7. We don't need sun, no sun.
I know.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
just-
we're not giving away
I'm
secrets.
just giving you time to exercise, relax, and get ready.
I feel a little uptight. I don't think so.
Okay, Cheryl.
Anymore. All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's not blood. Okay, it's water.
Cheers.
Yeah. So, thank you for the interview, and eventually we're gonna
Let's do some more. Let's take those cameras home. Let's go annoy somebody.
We can do probably a shooting for my future magazine.
Hey, I like that.
My penthouse.
You need some pictures?
I want to shoot
lots
it.
of them.
Okay.
New pictures. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't care.
I got
If I die
cameras
tomorrow, I will die happy.
too. Yeah, right. You got to die sometime.
Yeah.
Hang on.